You are listening to the Atlanta Sports Podcast, the only podcast covering all of your teams. Bringing you the best sports news from the state of Georgia, from the professional ranks to the high school levels, we have it all. We are now joined by Bobby Grunow. He played soccer at St. Pius X High School in Atlanta. He also played soccer at Berry College and is now the current club team captain at the University of Georgia. Bobby, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me.
So to start off, why'd you choose soccer? You know, there's a lot of other sports. Baseball's a national pastime. Football's the most popular sport here in America. Why'd you choose soccer over all of the other sports?
Oh, man. Well, it was the first sport I was actually introduced to when I was 3 years old, and it kind of just stuck with me. My parents really instilled something I wanted to do my whole life. It was just something that worked with me, and I just kept going with it. It was really nice, and I really enjoyed it my whole career.
You've been around soccer a long time, but what is your favorite experience around the game?
Well, that's going to have to be my one national tournament game against Emory, where I was at Berry College still, and I was a freshman, and we went down 1-0 in the first half, and things were looking kind of bleak. And then the 89th minute rolled around, and we won a corner, and I got lucky enough to equalize and tie it up 1-1, and I'm definitely never going to forget that.
So at what point did you realize that you could potentially play soccer at the next level, going up to the college ranks?
Well, my club team growing up, I played at GSA out of Gwinnett, and we always had a really strong team, and college coaches would always come out to our games, and it kind of hit me around, I guess, sophomore year of high school. It was something that I wanted to do going forward, and I started talking to some college coaches as I was, going to graduate high school, and I found Berry was a great fit for me for a couple of years, and I definitely don't regret going to Berry and playing. It was a good time.
How much different is soccer at the University of Georgia than it was at Berry?
Well, at Berry it was more. We had a very team-first mentality, which is where we wanted to really mesh and gel as a team and play good possession soccer. Something that a little bit different at Georgia is that we're a bunch of very talented individuals, and I've gotten to know that firsthand. This is my first year as captain now. I get to control, practices and stuff. I get to really see how the new guys that come in are all extremely talented, but haven't really worked as a team before. And at Berry, that was a huge part of the team and what the coaches try to instill in us at Berry, which is kind of a different thing than it is here at Georgia.
So how much do you think having a professional team in Atlanta, now they have Atlanta United, how much do you think that will help keep soccer expanding and growing in the youth leagues?
Oh, man. Atlanta United now is an academy program, too, which is huge for the youth. And we didn't really have it. When I was growing up, the highest rank that you could play was RPL, which is regional. And this Atlanta United youth team is actually playing all over the United States. And I think growing up, kids will really strive to make the team. It starts out under 14, I believe. You can be 14 and play for the Atlanta United Academy, which is where these kids will basically be playing underneath the professional team, growing up. It really gives them a chance to see what they need to really do to improve and where they need to be in order to become professionals in the future. I think it's going to help a lot.
So what have you seen from Atlanta United this season that makes them seem like they can win championships and contend in the future as an Atlanta team?
I was really impressed that Atlanta United came out trying to possess the ball, and that's huge for me because where I came from, the teams that I played on, we were always huge on possession. The most important thing that I've seen is that they love to possess the ball. They got good goal scorers in Martinez, and I mean they got a chance. They really do this year. And although we haven't really done as well of late, we got a pretty good shot of doing pretty well this season if we can turn it around and win some home games. We got 2 coming up, I believe against New York City FC and Houston Dynamo, that can really turn the season around for us. And I think we got a good shot at going to the playoffs.
So what aspect of the Atlanta United team do you like most? You said you like the possession. Is there something else that you like that they've been doing well?
I stress possession because that's just something that I grew up with. I'm very impressed with Almiron. he is an unbelievable talent. I'm really excited to watch him play. Whenever he touches the ball, he really turns and goes toward goal. And you never really know what's going to happen because he can just make things happen so fast. He's extremely talented. But I think him and Martinez up top, really, we got a good chance. We got a good chance this year.
So you mentioned playoffs, but how far do you reasonably see Atlanta United going this season? Is it deep into the playoffs or an early exit?
I would love to see us go deep. I wouldn't be upset at all if we made the playoffs. That's our first priority, I'm sure. Again, as a first year team, expansion team, we're not expected to do very well, but we have a talented enough team to really see what we can do, and the potential is there. So we could win the championship, but it really comes down to scoring goals, playing solid defense, and keeping possession.
And then we're going to finish up with, do you have any aspirations for going further in soccer?
As of now, I'm not sure. Probably not. I've done my hard work and put in the time. I think it's time for me to just move on and see what else life has in store at this point.
All right, Bobby. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, you guys.